What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, May 25th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Earth is under attack in 20th Century Fox's extended trailer for their upcoming alien invasion sequel, Independence Day Resurgence. The close to 5-minute sneak peek released Monday highlights how scientist David Levinson, played by Jeff Goldblum, has been harnessing alien technology from the first film, 1996's Independence Day, in order to fight off another potential alien attack. The clip includes fans to a new generation of characters, including Jake Morrison, played by Liam Hemsworth, a U.S. fighter pilot, Patricia Whitmore, played by Maika Monroe, former first daughter to President Thomas J. Whitmore, from the original film, played by Bill Pullman, and Jesse Usher, the stepson and fighter pilot of Stephen Hiller, a character originally portrayed by Will Smith, who is now dead due to the actor not returning for the sequel. Pullman's character says, as the trailer, as the city around the world are leveled and destroyed, we're convinced an entire generation that this is a battle that we can win. We sacrifice for each other no matter what the cause, and that's worth fighting for. Other returning stars include Vivica A. Fox, Judd Hirsch, and Brent Spiner, along with newcomer Stella Ward as the President of the United States. The film's official synopsis reads, "We always knew that they were coming back. After Independence Day redefined the event movie genre, the next epic chapter delivers global catastrophes on unimaginable scales. Using recovered alien technology, the nations of Earth have collaborated on an immense defense program to protect the planet. But nothing can prepare us for the aliens' advance in unprecedented force. Only the ingenuity of a few brave men and women can bring our world back from the brink of extinction." Directed by Roland Emmerich, Independence Day Resurgence invades theaters June 23rd. Alice Through the Looking Glass brought the magic of Disney to Hollywood Boulevard as the cast and creators walked the red carpet for the Los Angeles premiere on Monday. Johnny Depp, Mia Wasikowska, and Anne Hathaway, along with director James Bobbin and producer Susan Todd, attended the premiere at the El Capitan Theater to discuss how they brought Alice in the fantastical Underland to life this time around. Wasikowska said, "In the first film, Alice was quite uncomfortable in her skin, and in this one, she has a pretty strong sense of herself." Wasikowska, who reprised her role in the sequel, said it was fun playing the character that, quote, "no one could make question about who she is." While the producers did not envision making a sequel, the success of the first film, which made over $1 billion worldwide, changed their minds. But it took the producers, quote, "a long time to come up with an idea that we thought would be special and important." Todd said, we intentionally wanted the film to be both funny and comedic in a way that the first movie wasn't, but we also wanted some deeper emotional depths with the characters and the storyline. She also added, "So we dove back into the literature, and we liked the idea of focusing on time and the preciousness of time, and there was this literary reference where Lewis Carroll had written about it, so it made a lot of sense." Alice Through the Looking Glass takes viewers on a journey through time as Alice ventures to help the Mad Hatter, played by Depp, recover from the loss of his family. While keeping the fantasy alive, the movie touches upon the importance of family, death, and treasured time. Bobbin, who directed the Muppet movies, took the reins from Tim Burton for the sequel. He says he aimed for Alice Through the Looking Glass to have the comedic feel that his previous works had, but stay true to Carroll's work. Bobbin said the story had to feel like a Lewis Carroll-inspired story, and therefore it had to have a certain complexity. But at the same time, you don't want to make the film too complex, so I regularly tested the story on my daughter. Bobbin continued, "When I was a kid, I would read Lewis Carroll, and he made me laugh. I wanted to bring a bit of that back into the world." Alice Through the Looking Glass opens in theaters May 27th. And in a related story, Pink became quite flustered Monday when she was surprised by her celebrity crush Johnny Depp during an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live. The pop star, who worked on a new single entitled Just Like Fire for Depp's latest film, Alice Through the Looking Glass, was explaining to host Kimmel how she can't take meeting her crushes before the actor appeared on the scene. She admitted him and Michael Keaton, "I can't do it. Beetlejuice just gets me every time. After explaining how she once hid underneath a table to avoid Keaton, Pink shared a story how her husband, Carey Hart, once forced her to confront Depp inside a record store. She said, "I didn't want to meet him. My husband made me meet him, which was so dumb. I was hiding behind records in a record store, and I was like, don't do this. I don't want to meet him." After describing the two stars' awkward conversation, which Depp mistook Pink's mention of Alice through the looking glass as her saying she meant rock star Alice Cooper, the singer declared, "I don't think it went well. I don't feel like I nailed him." Shortly after, Depp walked across the late-night stage to the roar of audiences. The completely shocked and a little embarrassed Pink nervously embraced her crush, who also gave Kimmel a kiss on the lips. Kimmel joked, "You just turned the color of your hair." She said, "This is the worst day ever." Alice Through the Looking Glass star Anne Hathaway is backtracking on her recent post criticizing the Kardashians. The 33-year-old actress apologized for throwing unintended shades after sharing a meme that encouraged fans to be a Helena Bonham Carter in the world of Kardashians. Hathaway replaced the post with the message reading, "Post removed for unintended shade throws." She further explained in the caption writing, "It never occurred to me I was pitting anyone against each other. Not my style, peace X." The original post featured a photo of Bonham Carter with the text, "In a world of Kardashians, be a Helena Bonham Carter." Fans attacked Hathaway on social media, with one person chiding, "Really, Anne? You don't have to put other people down to bring someone up." Hathaway and Carter co-starred as the White Queen and Red Queen in the 2010 movie Alice in Wonderland and will reprise the roles in Alice Through the Looking Glass. The actress told E! News at the event, "One of the things that I love about the movie is you can't change the past. I think it's kind of easy to fixate on the past and what you could have done differently. You can't change the past, but you can take the lessons with you." Hathaway stunned in a form-fitting Christopher Kane dress at the premiere, just 2 months after welcoming Jonathan Rose Banks with husband Adam Schulman. She made her post-baby red carpet debut at an Alice event early in May. The star told E! about motherhood. "I'd say the biggest challenge is I'm not really sweating the small stuff. My son is at home and he's fed and he's happy, so there's nothing else that I'm worried about." The leads of the big screen adaptation of Jojo Moyes' beloved romance Me Before You attended the film's premiere in New York Monday night. The movie stars Game of Thrones icon Emilia Clarke as Lou, a bubbly young woman hired to care for Will, a handsome, wealthy quadriplegic played by Sam Claflin. The stellar cast also includes Jenna Coleman, Brendan Doyle, Charles Dance, Matthew Lewis, Janet McTeer, and Joanna Lumley. Clarke, Claflin, and McTeer were among the stars photographed on the red carpet at the gala screening at the AMC Lowe's Lincoln Square 13 Theater in Manhattan. Helmed by Thea Shadrock, the movie is to open in theaters June 3rd. Actor Will Arnett says he thinks fans would be divided if there was ever a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Transformers crossover movie. The topic came up Sunday at a press conference in New York for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, in which Arnett plays Vern Fenwick. It stars Arnett, Stephen Amell, Gary Anthony Williams, Sheamus, Tyler Perry, and Brian T. laughed and voiced their enthusiasm for the Imaginary Turtles Transformers project proposed by a journalist. Arnett joked, "Well, it would be pretty good for Michael Bay, the producer of both franchises. I imagine the ivory tower would get taller. I mean that in the best way." Getting more serious, he added, "I think the biggest risk that we would run, forget sort of the corporate stuff, I feel like half the fanboys would be super psyched, and then the other half would be like, that is blasphemy. And then there would be a war for fanboy on fanboy. How can you do that? There's no way that Bumblebee would ever talk to Rocksteady. That doesn't add up. None of it adds up, man." Williams told the reporter with the idea of the sci-fi mashup, "But when you said that, I thought, man, that would be financially amazing." Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows is set to open in theaters June 3rd. Gwendoline Christie is a fan of Brienne-Tormund's budding romance on Game of Thrones. The 37-year-old English actress who portrays Brienne of Tarth on the HBO series discussed the plotline with Entertainment Weekly after her character caught Tormund Giantsbane, played by Christopher Huvjov, eye again on Sunday's episode The Door. Christie revealed, "First of all, Christopher is absolutely hilarious. I don't think I've been in a scene on Game of Thrones where everything I can do to stop myself from laughing. The way he was behaving towards me was just extraordinary." She also admitted, "I enjoyed Brienne being put in a position of feeling awkward and not wanting the attention. That was a very fun thing to play. He's a wildling. He's very sensual and animal-like and very forthright with his emotions and feelings, which is really the opposite of Brienne." The star elaborated, "I enjoyed trying to navigate that and the beauty of her embarrassment. She can totally deal with the situation, and with him, but she's just so embarrassed about that. Brienne-Tormund previously shared a moment after meeting for the first time on the May 15th episode. Director Dan Shackham discussed the character's romance with TV Guide after fans went crazy for the storyline on social media. Shackham said, "I wasn't even sure that when I delivered the episode it was really clear. It was like a fun a little bit, but I wasn't sure it was really clear that he had these amorous feelings for Brienne. I'm always amazed what fans pick up." He also added to Tormund's admiring glances, "I think it was a fairly one-sided, but that's okay. There's nothing like a challenge. Men love a challenge." Brienne-Tormund's lighthearted moment Sunday was a rare bright spot in an intense episode. The episode ended in tragedy after revealing backstories for the Night's King, Richard Brake, and Hodor, played by Christian Name. This summer, embattled comedian Bill Cosby will face one of his accusers in court on aggravated sexual assault charges, a judge ruled Tuesday. The 78-year-old comedian appeared in a Montgomery County court Tuesday for a preliminary hearing in his criminal case after failed attempts by the defense to have it delayed and thrown out. The outcome, however, is not what Cosby or his attorneys hoped for. Judge Elizabeth McHugh said, "Based on the evidence, I'm going to hold you on charges," adding that the trial will likely take place on July 20th, she said. Cosby is charged with aggravated indecent assault for allegedly drugging and sexually assaulting Andrea Constant in January 2004 at his Elkins Park, Pennsylvania mansion. McHugh reportedly wished Cosby good luck before adjourning court Tuesday. While Constant can take the stand during the hearing to help the case move forward, under Pennsylvania law, she isn't required to, as prosecutors can rely on testimony from detectives based on the former Temple University employee's statement to police in 2005. Attorney Gloria Aldred, who represents over 30 other clients who are accusing Cosby of sexual assault, explained to CBS Los Angeles, "It is not necessary for an alleged victim to testify. Instead, the prosecution could introduce the police report." The number of Cosby accusers who say he raped or sexually harassed them between the 1960s and the 2000s is now 58. Cosby continues to deny any wrongdoing. Nyle, DiMarco, and Peta Murgatroyd were crowned the winners of Season 22 of Dancing with the Stars Tuesday evening. They beat out mixed martial artist fighter Paige Van Zandt and Mark Ballas and meteorologist Ginger Z and Val Chemerinsky for the show's coveted Mirror Ball trophy. The win came one night after DiMarco and Murgatroyd astounded the judges and viewers with their passionate, meaningful interpretation of The Sound of Silence. DiMarco is a model and advocate for the deaf. Although he cannot hear, he signs and reads lips. Dancing with the Stars was hosted by Tom Bergeron and Aaron Andrews. Len Goodman, Bruno Tellini, and Caroline Alba served as judges. Season 23 is to begin in September. The Real Housewives of New Jersey released a Season 7 trailer featuring Teresa Giudice on Tuesday. The preview sees the 44-year-old reality star reunite with her family and adjust to life after prison. Giudice also clashes with co-star Jacqueline Larita, who is returning as a series regular this season. Giudice says of her returning home, "I was dreaming about this moment for the past 11 and a half months. I'm going to make sure nothing like this ever happens again. I just want to leave the past in the past and look to a brighter future." Giudice and husband Joe Giudice pleaded guilty to fraud in 2014 and were sentenced to 15 and 41 months in federal prison, respectively. The reality star completed her sentence early in December, while Joe entered prison in March. Sources told People of Giudice's first visit to Joe the next month. She was so happy to see him. It was a very emotional visit. Joe's doing well, but really misses Teresa and the girls. Giudice's sister-in-law, Melissa Gorga, is also returning as a series regular. Season 7 also stars newcomers Dolores Cantina and Siggy Flicker and is scheduled to premiere July 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Bravo. Gillian Anderson is open to becoming the first female actor to play James Bond. The 47-year-old American-British actress recently expressed interest in succeeding Daniel Craig as 007 after a fan-made poster suggested her for the role. The X-Files stars captioned the image of herself as Bond. "It's Bond, Jane Bond. Thanks for all the votes, and sorry, don't know who made the poster, but I love it. Hashtag next Bond." Anderson addressed speculations again in a Tumblr Q&A on Monday. The actress was excited about the potential role, calling it the best rumor she's heard about herself, but reminded fans nothing has been set in stone. She said, "Well, it's not news, it's fantasy. Someone made a fabulous poster and started an intriguing conversation. Will it ever happen in the real world? More than probably not." Craig debuted as James Bond in the 2006 movie Casino Royale and has since starred in Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and Spectrum. The actor's future with the franchise is uncertain, although he once said he'd rather slash his wrist than make another 007 movie. Quantico star Priyanka Chopra has also expressed interest in playing Bond. The 33-year-old actress dismissed the possibility of being a Bond girl by saying, I want to be a Bond girl in the June-July issue of Complex. Idris Elba, Tom Hiddleston, and Damian Lewis are among the male actors rumored for the role. Anderson is best known for playing Dana Scully on The X-Files, which completed a 6-episode revival season in February. Lily Rose Depp has been chosen as the face of the new Chanel No. 5